Governor Granholm giving her final State of the State address tomorrow night.
The state's still reeling from a grim economy. What will she be able to say or do that might have a positive impact?
To look at the possibilities, we turn to 24-hour News 8 political reporter Rick Albin. Rick?
Governor's already tipped her hand at least a little bit last week when she started talking about government reform. Some of those proposals, no doubt, will find their way into tomorrow night's speech as she looks for a way to create something positive in Michigan's future, but there may be a tendency to look back, too, at the last 7 years. The governor has proposed dozens of plans in her previous speeches. Some have been implemented, many have not. I would expect her to talk about the relative success of some of those plans and lament the failure to go along with others. There's also the question of revenues. When the governor laid out her reform plans last week, she didn't talk about raising taxes, but in the past she has said that comprehensive government reform would have to include a look at the cash coming into the state as well as the size and spending habits of the state. It is possible that she could save any such conversation about revenues for next Thursday. That's when she'll deliver her final budget. And if she's looking for more revenue, she may unveil them then. Real question is, will the governor push for those reforms that she laid out last week, or will she have another direction for the state in her final months in office? Either way, will she find partners willing to go along with her on this or an election year full of politics that could dominate the remainder of the year? Some of those questions are going to be answered tomorrow night. And some of them will play over the next several weeks and months, but the next few weeks will be pivotal to find out if they can agree on a budget, government reforms, anything that comes out in the State of the State. All of this conversation could be over pretty quickly because there's an election rapidly approaching.
Indeed.
Right. Thank you, Rick.
24-hour News 8 will have team coverage from Lansing tomorrow night. Rick will be there. Joel LaFurgey will also be covering the developments. We'll have it inside and outside the Capitol, and you'll have it tomorrow night on Wood TV 8.